Hello, 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 and welcome to my next reaction to Classic Who. So before I get into this reaction, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update for the next two reactions. So I am aware that the next thing I will be reacting to after this one is a special of some kind. I am also aware that the version of the special that I am watching has a runtime of about 90 minutes. So I just wanted to let you guys know that the special will be split in half, and I will watch the first half for one reaction and then the second half for another reaction. Pretty much how I split up most of the Classic Who stories in general. If you cut it right through the middle, it's about 45 minutes each, and that's about the runtime of my typical Classic Who reaction anyway. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that's how I was, sorry, I'm stumbling on my words. I just wanted to let you guys know that that's how I'm going to do the next two reactions. All right, but before we get into that, we got to get into this one. Let's go.
There is no more. My coffers are empty.
Your words are more generous than your purse, Lord Ranulph.
Ooh.
If you speak truth, you insult us.
Do you insult the king?
Your Majesty.
My father is of ill health, Sir Gilles. I pick up your gage.
I beg your Majesty, take my lands, my goods, my chattels, even the robes I stand in, but spare me my surviving son.
Father, do not dishonor me.
My son, your Majesty.
We shall see, my lord, if your fealty is as slender as your fortune. Your son.
Oh my! This got very dramatic very quickly. Also, at the end of the last story, I thought we were possibly going to Turlough's homeworld. And I'm not sure that's what this is. It feels earthy. Historical earthy, but earthy. But what do I know? A TARDIS in the middle of the joust!
There's no cause for alarm.
Planet Earth, so it seems. You didn't set the coordinates for here by any chance?
No.
Turlough is plucked.
150.
That man looks distinctly unfriendly.
So he does.
And Tegan has a new colorful outfit.
My liege, I have no need of aid from Lucifer.
Lucifer?
Is that the king?
Without a doubt.
Do our demons come to visit us? Bid them attend us.
Demons?
Demons?
Very odd indeed.
Makes a nice change for you not to take everything in your stride.
He even seems pleased to see us. A king welcoming demons.
Which king?
Oh, Tegan. 1215, King John, of course.
Does seem a bit odd.
We are not demons.
You're too modest, Lord Doctor. Come rejoice with us in a trial by combat.
Those two seem particularly confused. I don't blame them. I am also confused. Ooh.
Your Majesty, if I may make so bold.
Oh!
If this is trial by combat, Your Majesty, there is clearly a victor and a vanquished. Must blood be shed?
We take your counsel, O demon. Spare him.
Come, sir! Dispatch! Where's Turlough?
Stop to look at something. Look at the size of that bed.
Why are we separating?
What are we doing here.
It
anyway.
never goes well.
You know what?
Do you know, it's just sunk in. March the 4th, 1215.
So?
Something very wrong here.
Stand, demon. The king takes
See what I'm saying?
Both.
To take the cross as a crusader. And he did that in London.
Who says?
Your history books.
Who cares?
I care.
The
All
doctor
I care
cares.
about is getting back to the TARDIS where it's nice and warm. No wonder they forced him to sign Magna Carta. Bet there was something in it about underheated housing.
Yeah.
I would know who or what you are.
I've told you. I'm Turlo.
Take him.
He is proud, my lord.
That guy really
You
brings
never
the
forget.
drama.
My lord,
What now?
I must ask the Lady Isabella to accompany me.
To what end?
Your lady is to be held in custody.
What?
To be held in custody against your continued good behavior toward our sovereign lord the king.
On whose authority?
That of the king.
The king is a guest in my house. He would not use me thus.
He would and does, my lord.
I might regret saying this,
Speak.
but that guy kind of looks like the
Tell me anything you want to
master.
know. There really is no need for any of this.
Fill her. Hold.
Fill her? Oh my.
Seize him!
A mess. A mess.
Twice in one day. It is most embarrassing.
Ah!
If you do not, I most assuredly will kill you.
And then we will examine this demon's blue engine.
Are you saying King John was a good man?
Well, given the times he lives in, yes.
Sir, you look like the master.
You'll be able to... Please believe that we are friends. If you're in trouble, I would like to help if I can.
Leave us and fetch warm vestments. You wear 3.
Yes, we seem to have mislaid Turlo.
And no word from the city. My cousin was summoned there by the king a week since and he's not returned. Why? And why no word concerning him?
Your cousin was summoned to London.
Aye. To take the Crusader's oath.
Today, March the 4th.
What say you, my lord doctor?
What if your guest was not the king?
I feel like that
The
might
king?
be
Then who?
An
a
impostor.
possibility.
No impostor could be so like.
Be vigilant, my lord. I suspect things are not what they seem.
Mm-hmm.
You are a sorcerer.
No, and I ask you to trust me, please.
You can trust us.
You will join my household at meat.
Thank you. We would be delighted.
Oh my goodness. Uh-huh.
Warmer?
Yes.
A mess.
Should we?
Geoffrey de Lacy, cousin to Ranulph Fitzwilliam. And your name?
Gilles Estram, the king's champion.
Why then are you not with the king?
I am. The king is here.
Born on eagle's wings? I left the king in the tower this morning.
You lie. Take him.
Can you not call on hell?
I could, but then so could you, with a better chance of success, I fancy.
Ow! Ow! Turlo is over it. He is on Earth, and he is over it.
If he's not the king, who is he? Why?
Do you seriously expect me to answer that?
And why didn't he react like everybody else? Why wasn't he scared? And why are we his demons?
Could he be the devil?
There's a lot of questions.
I only said could.
Why does that guy look exactly like the master? Another question.
Let us have...
Sire, this is my cousin Geoffrey de Lacy, a loyal knight. You summoned him to London but a week since to take the Crusader's oath.
So we did, indeed we did. And he has seen fit to disobey that summons.
Not so. I left your majesty in London 4 hours since.
You must remember.
This poor guy.
Yesterday.
Your Majesty!
But, our demon, you too would beg for mercy.
Oh, indeed, no, sire, but surely such a fate is too mild. Would not boiling in oil be a more fitting end?
It must be a decade
Doctor!
since we boiled in oil. Oh, we accept your counsel, O demon.
My interruption was provoked by shock. Yes, I was quite shocked at Tazil's monstrous lack of good taste.
I am insulted.
He is said to be the best swordsman in France.
Unfortunately, we are in England. May I?
That was my favorite thing.
Thank you.
I am insulted!
I don't discuss it. In case of accident.
Our champion and our demon. Have a care, Sir Gilles. Has our demon mortal life to lose?
I feared no hellhound.
Then set to.
You know, I do refer to the third Doctor as the Kinky Doctor. The resident rock cat, if you will. But Five, he gets down when the occasion calls for it.
Bravo, our demon!
You escaped from Zerafas.
Oh, my dear Doctor, you have been naive.
Not at all. You may disguise your features, but you can never disguise your intent.
And you can't.
He didn't disguise
No,
his
I
features that much.
Eliminator.
You inspire me.
Ow! Whoa!
Your first slip, my dear Doctor. Would you care to make a second? Come, kill me. Thwart my little game.
Kill him!
It is sufficient, Your Majesty, that your champion is disarmed.
Not for us. In sooth, this is but a puny demon that has no stomach for it. Let the maiden embrace the vanquished.
Your Majesty, no! Have mercy! I beg you! No!
Your Majesty!
Hold! We give you the choice, our demon. The maiden shall embrace this sniveling wretch. Or Sir Geoffrey. Choose our
Sniveling wretch! Oh!
We too have tricks.
Oh! 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 Okay, that was kind of iconic.
It's a nice strap too.
He's using that impostor to bring the real King John into disrepute.
Who knows?
Another demon.
Nay, good sir, I'm no demon. I come to help you. And to save the king from that demon that has bewitched him.
Jailer! Open, good fellow, the king is in danger.
I am the master. Release your lord and lady.
Do as you are bidden.
I am the sworn enemy of that demon who calls himself the Doctor, who has come to defame the king and bring ill repute to him.
That's not true!
Defame the king? Why should he?
To serve the devilish Doctor's own purpose.
No, don't listen to him.
No, fellow, leave him. He serves the Doctor.
Don't listen to him, please. He is the evil one.
We shall see.
Is our champion not ready?
Ready, sire.
Then let him attend us with his squire.
That's you.
Turlo is
Your
still
sword.
over it.
Arise, Sir Doctor.
Who is this doctor?
He says he comes as friend. Whence? Aquitaine?
You are now our champion.
Your Majesty does me great honor. Unhand him. He is a man of honor. Lord Ranulph, is there a dungeon in this castle?
There is.
Sir Geoffrey, do you know it?
Aye.
Then be so good as to lead me to it.
We like our new champion. He's something of a jester.
I must insist you lead me to the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
You have no choice. Must I remind you that my sovereign lord holds the Lady Isabella hostage?
I thought you friend.
He just wants
No,
a
my
private
friends,
place to talk.
I need assistance.
Pretty sure.
We shall retire and rest a while.
Okay.
Would you very much mind
What?
telling me what
But really, who were you? I don't know.
If you were as a master, who's likely to house his TARDIS?
Oh no.
You won't believe this, but you've seen another TARDIS. Release him. The maiden? Quite so. It's Sigil. There is no Sigil. He is the master in disguise. Now, you could call him a demon. Sir Geoffrey, you are no longer a prisoner. Release him.
Who are you?
A friend who wants to help.
Yeah.
The master has set up an impostor as King John of England.
What for?
To change the course of history. He wants to rob the world of Magna Carta. Small-time villainy by his standards, but nevertheless something I intend to stop if at all possible.
I was gonna
Why do you
say,
serve this imposter king?
To gain time.
it's a little small
And
potatoes
access to
for him.
this.
How long has the king been thus afflicted?
Who can tell? Perhaps he's always been accursed.
Have we any power against this sorcery?
I have.
Then this doctor demon must be captured and put to the fire.
My lord.
If then, my lord, you will put your knights and men-at-arms at my command.
It shall be done.
The dungeon is empty.
They've taken Geoffrey.
Find these demons and bring them hither.
And the engine. Without it, they're helpless.
And the blue engine.
What of the king? Is he guarded?
I've seen to this.
This is such a mess.
I wonder if you'd be so good as to show me to the king's chamber. I must insist I'm the king's champion.
No longer, Sir Demon.
Take them.
Oh no! Oh, that's not good. That's not good! Oh no, that's not good! Oh no! Oh no! That poor guy!
Excellent shot.
That poor guy! Oh my word!
We have your engine, demon.
So I see. Where was it?
Where you left it, with the king. Did you think to kidnap him? Your plan is foiled. Where is Geoffrey?
Safely on his way to London.
You lie. Open it.
No, I must open it. Other demons may try to harm you.
And skedaddle. There we go! Great
The
skedaddling.
demon has vanished.
Oh,
We sing in praise of the Lord war, to flee the tomb of Christ our Lord. We'll keep the known world to restore. Welcome, my demon.
whoa!
Your Majesty seems in need of a doctor.
Allow me to introduce Chameleon.
Your work.
Alas, modesty forbids such a claim. Chameleon is the tool of an earlier invader of Zerifas, and instrumental in my escape from that benighted planet.
This is your King John.
Look again.
Impressive.
A weapon used by the invaders of Zerifas, a decoy, capable of infinite form or personality.
Interesting.
Huh.
Well said, my demon.
And controlled by?
Nothing more than simple concentration and psychokinetics. Look again.
Whoa!
Please. Quite masterly. You flatter me. I prefer bad King John.
The king turns the baron solidly against him. He is killed in battle or deposed, possibly in favor of King Philip of France. He cannot therefore offer Magna Carta. What do you think of it so far?
I couldn't do better myself.
Thus the foundations of... You cannot be allowed to alter the course of history, even indirectly.
How do you propose to stop me?
I shall have to give it some thought.
You haven't much time.
And you haven't your compressor.
I still have my wits.
So do I.
Oh, damn.
These will not escaped.
Oh, whips off.
Villain! He has slain Sir Geoffrey!
I didn't do it! Always threatening me and without the slightest justification!
Silent.
I was trying to help him.
Help him?
To a horse to get to London.
To what end?
To warn the king!
The king is here!
He speaks!
Turlough! Over it. Over it!
Doctor. Sieg.
Oh. I do feel
Where?
bad for him.
And where will you take your toy next?
Does it matter? You'll not be there to greet me.
I may not need to, you forget. Chameleon does have a mind of his own.
He obeys only my will.
Yes, but for how much longer?
For as long as I command it, Chameleon will not turn on me.
No?
Wanna bet? Oh. Oh. Oh.
You're getting old, Doctor. Your will is weak. It's time you regenerated.
You won't win, not ultimately.
No, not yet.
Sire! You have him.
We have him.
Sire, they have slain my kinsman.
Such perfidy must not go unpunished. We would have boiling oil. See to it.
Not the boiling oil.
Doctor? Yes. Yes, I'm not a demon for nothing.
Very well, my dear Doctor. Your will against mine, so
Woo!
be it.
Oh. Oh.
The king. What ails the king? Doctor. Kill.
No. No. Okay, thank you. None of that.
You oppose me, boy.
I've had quite enough of you, whoever you are! Don't try me too far!
Turlough! No!
Turlough is over it. He's annoyed.
Misfit.
Can you see it too?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Let me present Chameleon.
What is it?
Who is it, little Higgins?
Well, Tegan, it's a long story which appears to begin on Zarephath.
And who knows when it will end?
Oh, it will end with the master.
Well, he can't stay on board.
Why not? He's harmless.
And very cooperative. I would make an excellent colleague.
Did you do that?
Unexpected as it may be, I do have a mind of my own.
And a very fine mind it is, too.
I would be honored if you would allow me to stay.
Doctor,
I apologize for Tegan's bad manners.
he's a machine, Doctor. Do you trust him?
Yes.
It seems you're outvoted.
I'm very grateful, Doctor. Where will I be quartered?
You know, you can have my room for all I care.
As you wish.
What are you doing?
I'm taking you home.
Home?
Your own time. I assume that's where you prefer to be.
What are you talking about?
We were
Oh my
on
goodness.
my planet, actually.
I don't want to go home.
Of course you do. You don't have to pretend. It's a shame, of course. There were many wonders I wanted to show you.
You still can.
The Eye of Orion.
Indeed.
But you wish to return home.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No. Show me the Eye of Orion. Please.
Ah.
Well, aren't you going to reset the coordinates?
No. That's where we're going.
Ah. Oh my goodness. Is Chameleon a new companion? Okay, this was an interesting two-part story. I have to say this is probably not going to be one of the most memorable stories for me within the Fifth Doctor's era. And I've talked about this a little bit before, but I am really loving the Fifth Doctor and his era. So just this one for me is, I feel like, just not going to stand out as so many of the other stories have for me. The plot was fine. In all honesty, there's really nothing wrong with it. It was fine. But you know what? I guess I feel as though this gentleman that the master was trying to, you know, pass as or portray in the first bit of this story, you know, he looked a lot like the master. So that reveal at the end of part 1 wasn't the biggest shocker. I'm sure maybe some of you felt similar, and maybe you didn't, I don't know. But you know, it was funny, the first time I said it, I was like, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm gonna sound so stupid. But I felt like he looked mastery a little bit. And you know, I have to give a little bit of credit to, not completely, obviously, but I felt like there were a lot of scenes where when, you know, he was talking, they kind of just showed the back of him. They weren't showing him too much at first. So in the beginning, I was like, I feel like that looks like the master, but I can't really tell. I don't know. And as it went on, I was like, yep, that's the master. Yep. So this is a whole mess. But yeah, you know, I have to say, as much as I kind of knew that that was going to be the twist that was going to be revealed at some point in the story, I am normally, I have to say, pretty excited. I feel like this master and this doctor have really great chemistry when they're acting together, so I quite like that dynamic a lot. So I was kind of here for it, even though I kind of knew it was coming. You know what I mean? And as I said in the reaction, I feel like this plan was a little bit small potatoes for the master, but you know, it is what it is. You know, it's quite interesting. I feel like at some point I want to go back and try to see which 2-part episode of, you know, Classic Who would be my favorite. And I can't even remember how many we've had. Maybe, probably not that many, in all honesty. But I feel like it's a little bit tricky because with the format of Classic Who, sometimes it's a weird thing with pacing with these stories. Sometimes they really nail the pacing for the, you know, I would say typical 4-part stories. Sometimes there's a lot of padding in there that you're like, I think you could have shrunk this down a little bit to 3 parts, maybe even 2 parts if you really, you know. So I felt like the pacing was okay here. I just felt like the plot was a little, it was just okay. Again, nothing wrong with it. Just okay. You know what I mean? I do not know what to make about Chameleon possibly being the new companion here. That's quite interesting. I have to say, there's some really interesting introductions for companions in the 5th Doctor's era, and I'm very, very interested to see where this goes going forward. But I guess I want to end my thoughts with my favorite part of this story was Turlough. I quite enjoyed Turlough in this story. You know, he just seems so over it and so annoyed. I mean, he's probably just annoyed that he's back on Earth anyway, right? But he, just his energy of like, ugh, like every scene I lived for. You know, it's interesting the different energy you can get from a character when he's not being insanely unhinged and crazy at times, dealing with the Black Guardian. I don't blame him. I'm just, you know, that's been a bit of Turlough's character so far. So I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed watching him in this story. So, you know, shout out Turlough. He was literally all of us when we're having a really, really bad day, and it just keeps, like, it just keeps getting worse. And at the end, where he had this sword, like, on the master, being like, I don't even know who you are, I don't care, I'm fucking done, I'm out, goodbye. And I lived for that, I really, really did. Alright, I'm very interested to get into the next story or special or whatever you want to call it, and I hope you guys are excited about that too. I think that's about it. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you are here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.